Hey guys, Ethan Studios here, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the brand new January 2026 Ninjago sets, as well as a sneak peek at the March sets as well. Today I'm going to be breaking down piece count, price, minifigure distribution, how you can get all the new minifigs and sets, and much more. Without further ado, let's hop right into this. Alright, starting us off, we've got the Nia vs. Mutation Monster Spinner. January 1st, as all of these sets will be, except for the last couple of special sets we'll talk at the end of the video. But this is $9.99, 49 pieces, no exclusive minifigs here. You get Dragon Nia, and then the Mutation Acid Monster, which uses the Thanos headpiece that was introduced for Big Figs a few years ago. So really funny to see it on an actual, like, just normal minifigure body. Love the translucent arm. Super cool to see the Rocks and Kerr Forbidden 5 hat piece reused here. Really solid box art for this thing. It's the same box we saw, and then the same spinner design we saw for January 2025 as well. The only main difference here is the actual translucent pieces on the outside have been redesigned to fit the more like weird elemental monster kind of vibe, and then in some new colors as well. So nothing too special about this, but $10, two of the new Ninjago figs. Really can't complain too much there. Next up, we have Lloyd vs. Earth Monster Spinner, 10 bucks as well, 52 pieces, so just a couple more there, but very similar to the last one. You get the brand new Lloyd for cheap, and you get one of the Earth Monsters for cheap. Really love what they're doing with the box art. This feels like an upgrade on the box art from last year's spinners. Love that we're getting two minifigs for cheap as well. Going to be a very similar design here. Something interesting about the Earth Monster in this set is it uses the Korg headpiece on top instead of the pincer headpiece. You can see right there the little like scorpion claws. So very interesting because he uses that on his head in all the other sets, just not in this one. And cool to see the Lord Ra's armor piece in a neon orange here. So two solid little spinners. Shame we don't get any more, but it's cool to see spinners for the villains. We don't really see that much. So really solid stuff there. Next up, Kai's Dragon Mech Battle Pack. 10 bucks once again, 85 pieces and 3 minifigs for this here, so really solid value for your money there. However, I don't think this lives up to the $10 mech battle packs we've gotten in the past. I think the build itself is fine. We've gotten like a billion Kai mechs in the past, so nothing too crazy. However, the minifigs are where it really disappoints for me. We're getting a reuse of the Sora minifig we've seen before. This might be the new Wildfire. We're probably going to get a lot more of her as the year goes, so shame we're not getting her new suit here or anything new for her. This Kai minifig is just a lesser version of something we'll see in one of the latter sets. You don't get his new tail piece, you don't get his new wings and armor, so you can't even complete the minifig. And then this is just one of the other elemental earth monsters, which does look really solid, but the $10 mech battle packs in the past have had exclusive minifigs, so not getting that here is just a little bit disappointing, and this one's probably going to be an easy pass if you are going to buy any of the more expensive sets. Jay's Dragon Mech Fight, 20 bucks, 107 pieces, not going to spend too long on this. This is a 4+ set. Cheap way to get the Draconis J version here, but again, no tail, no wings, and then the Acid Monster we saw for the $10 spinner, so easy pass here as well for most. Next up, Cole's Mission Mech and Dragon Zane. So cool to finally get Cole's Golem rock form here in Lego. 35 bucks, 364 pieces. This was supposed to be 30, but Lego upped the price as they've been doing lately. 35 feels a little bit steep. I think 30 would have felt perfect for this just based on the size, and you can see in the lifestyle images this thing isn't too big. But 35 doesn't feel like a ripoff. I will be buying this one. It does have the exclusive Draconis Zane with that brand new tail piece, reusing the Dragonian warrior wing pieces in a new color, and then the brand new ninja mask and ninja armor. Really like those dragon form. They're really different from the crystallized ones, which I think is the right approach here. I can't wait to collect them all. And then the base versions don't look that great without the new mask mold, tail, and wings. I think the armor looks too bulky when it doesn't have all of the other bulked up components with it. You also get an acid monster in this set. This thing looks freaking sweet in my opinion. I love the dual molded headpiece with the transparent lime green and the dark purple. Don't love the reuse of the snake tail piece. We've seen that so many times in Ninjago to this point, but it is what it is. I guess it suits the actual figure. Cool to see this blade piece here in a new gradient color. And yeah, this thing looks really solid. This is a new leaf piece for this wave that we're seeing in a gold color here, but it will be reused a lot for leaves later on in the set wave. Cole's Mission Mech and Dragon Zane, exclusive Dragon Zane minifig, the only set you're going to be able to get him in for 35 bucks. I like it. I think it's a buy. Next up, Ninja Dragon Ryu's Battle. That is a mouthful. $45, 347 pieces. Whew. Yeah, this thing does not look worth the price to me personally. I do quite like the build. I like seeing these wing pieces reused again. The bulked up armor on the side for Ryu looks great. It's cool to kind of see his evolution as he went from this small little baby piece, teenager, and now he's actually a ninja here. I hope we see him in like an Arc Dragon or even Source Dragon scale at some point. I think that would be a really, really cool comeuppance. Really do not like what they did with the mouth. There's already a pre-molded mouth into the headpiece there. So to make a brick-built one looks really awkward in my opinion. I love the spinning saw blade on his tail there. I think that looks really, really solid. And then the giant blade piece he holds in his mouth looks great. But yeah, this doesn't look $45 great to me. Minifig selection is really solid. You get the brand new Aaron suit. At least one of the new characters got a new suit here. I think it looks great. I love the dragon on either side facing each other. Really solid suit. Nia in her Draconis form, of course, you get the tail and wings, which is great. You get one of the loyalists here. Looks really solid. I love the color scheme. The white face print really contrasts well with the black, dark red, and bits of gold. And then another acid monster here, which is great to see. This minifig has really grown on me a lot. I think it's very funny and very unique. $45. Exclusive Dragon Nia here, but really, really overpriced. Not the biggest fan. Jay's Transforming Car, $55, 387 pieces. The overpriced sets continue. However, I like this one a lot more. I'm going to scroll down to the lifestyle images. This thing is pretty small. Not much size there for 55 bucks. However, you do get quite a few big pieces. You get the return of the dragon dual molded headpiece from Crystallized that we saw on the big four-headed dragon there. Some really big tire pieces, and then the spinner crown pieces. I'm assuming the feature for this thing is you roll it, and then these spinner crowns are going to spin on the side. Very similar to the Katana V11 or the Shuricopter, both Season 11 sets, interestingly enough. The color scheme is fine. Interesting to see the light yellow return for Jay here. I'm kind of surprised. I thought that would be a core only thing. Oh, that's cool. You can spin the front of it. I really like that. Not the biggest fan of that, but overall, I think this is fine to get a little side build with one of the brand new leaf pieces I mentioned before. Looking at minifigs, exclusive Dragon Kai. This is different from the mech because he has the tail piece, the armor, and the wings. The tail is going to be the exclusive part here. You already got the hood in the mech, so exclusive minifig in this expensive set. Jay and Nia you can get in their powered up versions elsewhere. Interestingly enough, they don't have their armor. I'm assuming that's because they couldn't fit in the vehicle without their armor. That's my only guess. I can't really imagine why they wouldn't include it. You get another one of the elemental earth monsters in this thing, which look phenomenal. I love these new pieces here. And then you also get the loyalist leader, who, spoiler alert, is going to be Dr. LaRoe. The alternate face print is Dr. LaRoe's face. And then this should be a printed tile right here. Love how this staff looks. 55 bucks is kind of outrageous for this thing. This feels like Aaron's buggy, but even worse. Is that a new flag piece? That's really cool. That looks great. Again, I love the build for this thing. I know a lot of people are dogging on it. I like the build. I don't like the price. Moving on, Ninja Vehicle Treehouse Battle. Another mouthful, man. What are these set names? 80 bucks, 642 pieces. Another unfortunately overpriced, but this is the last of the poorly priced sets for this set wave. You get 3 main builds here. You're going to get a treehouse in the Whispering Woods. You're going to get a helicopter that looks like a downgrade of the Shuricopter, and then you get a bulked up motorcycle for Kai. The bike just feels like a lesser version of bikes we've seen from Kai many times in the past. I don't love the landing gear on the helicopter for Zane. I think it just makes it look really, really 4+-esque, but I do really dig these blade pieces on top in that new translucent color. Yeah, this thing is pretty sizable. I mean, there's a lot of play value here, I think, and I think that's what LEGO is trying to price into it here, is like, oh, look at all the different things going on, 80 bucks, you want to buy it. it still feels overpriced. I love, ooh, that's cool. You can topple the bridge. That new leaf piece looks great, man. I love that piece. Lots of good play functionality here. Again, the treehouse looks great to me. Honestly, I wish the set was just the treehouse for maybe 40 bucks. 50 would be pushing it. The minifig selection is great, though. You get the exclusive Dragon J here. Looks really, really good. The brand new Euphrasia minifig is going to be locked behind this $80 set, unfortunately. Great to get a new version of her. I still don't know if that face print fully suits her, but I think it's close enough. You get another Loyalist. Zane and Kai in their base versions. They have the armor here, interestingly enough. Jay and Nia did not in the car. And then another Acid Monster. Great to get more of those. Not going to complain. I really want this set, especially for the minifigs, and I love the treehouse build, but 80 bucks, rough. Really, really rough. Next up, we have one of my favorite sets. This is the Dragon of Life here. 110 bucks, 1,050 pieces here. That's gonna blow up the screen just a little bit too much for my liking. Let's see the 360 view. Yeah, I like this thing, man. A lot of people don't. I love it. I think the main complaint I'm seeing is the exposed Technic on the wings, but that doesn't bother me personally because of how cool the play feature is. I don't know if they show it in any of the lifestyle images I was going through earlier and I didn't see it. Okay, they showed it kind of here, but the wings fold in and out with there's a gear on the back side here that you can turn. Love this vinyl piece here with all the leaves. I think the idea of a giant nature dragon is really cool. That's something I personally very much dig. Look at that pose, man. That looks so good. The wings themselves don't look great if you have them all the way out or folded in like that. That is the one downside of the set. But also, like, skill issue. Just keep them angled all the time and it looks great. Love that golden leaf piece in the middle for the chest. I think that looks really, really solid. You get two sizable side builds with this as well. Nature piece here. This thing spins, which is cool. The leaf pieces in translucent lime green look great. Funny thing, I've seen a lot of people freaking out like, oh, is the Sword of Fire going to be in Dragon's Rising Season 4? Nope. Watch the designer videos. They said it's purely aesthetic, just because it looks cool. A little bit confusing, but it's there. The dragon build looks so good, and then there is this elemental monster earth mech off to the side, making great use, again, of those claw pieces. Looks really solid. Great to get a little villain build here. We don't get those that often. Moving on to the minifigs, this set is pretty stacked. You get 8 minifigs. The exclusive Dragon Cole, exclusive Dragon Lloyd, and then a bunch of repeats. Zane we saw earlier, Acid Monster we've seen plenty of times. You get Dr. Leroux, the Loyalist leader, Sora, throwaway minifig. The brand new Aaron, which is great if you don't want to buy the overpriced Ryu set. And then another Elemental Earth Monster. I love this set. This is a day one buy for me. This is one of my favorite sets. This might be the best Dragon's Rising set of the wave, and interestingly enough, the Dragon's Rising sets feel like they got the least amount of love, least amount of effort, and most certainly the least amount of bang for your buck, because let's check out the Ninjago Legacy sets. Happy 15th anniversary Ninjago, and this set is the perfect celebration of that. 45 bucks, 447 pieces, 8 minifigures, with a handful of them being brand new and exclusive. But let's quickly focus on the build before we get to the good stuff. Just a gate from the monastery that you can connect all of the brand new 15th anniversary minifigure display stands to. So this is going to be a must buy if you want to collect all the figures. It's cool to get a little piece of the monastery. Part of me still really wants a UCS version of it, and I hope we get that someday. I like this little piece in the back here with the little painting depicted in the back. Fortunately, those are stickers, but it is what it is. This thing is a decent size as well. It's going to look great on a shelf, man. Yeah. There's the back of the box. And then looking at the minifigs, we got to start with it. We're getting Jay's mom, finally, the original Elemental Master of Lightning with that beautiful 15th anniversary tile. No new face print here, but that's not a big deal. I think this suits her just fine. Brand new and exclusive torso and legs. And interestingly enough, unlike some of the other figures, I don't think we're ever going to see her in a set again, so you are going to need to buy this if you want her. Now, speaking of the other minifigs, Lloyd here is not exclusive. He's going to be in another set we'll be discussing very, very soon. Wu here, they don't even show in the minifig lineup, which is very strange, but he's in the Blacksmith shop. But I think he's a very solid reimagining of the pilot version of Wu. Love the boots. And then that face only came in the $150 Ninjago Legends Guardian Dragon, so great to see that face in a cheaper set here. As far as the other minifigs go, Cole comes in a poly bag, and then Jay, Nia, Jay's mom of course, Kai, and Zane are exclusive for the time being. We'll see if that changes with some of the latter 15th anniversary sets. I have a feeling they'll be coming in the Old Town, but we don't have pictures of that yet, so we'll see. A lot of people complaining about the Jay and Cole minifigs here. See if I can get a little bit closer image. There we go. They don't like the silver on the torsos and then changing the masks to gold instead of the silver. It's a little bit of a clashing tone, which I get. I think that makes sense, but also it's not a big deal to me because I think they look fine. Lloyd here, they did actually put the effort of changing the torso detailing to match the gold. The sparkles are now gold instead of silver, so I do really appreciate that on their part. Brand new ninja mask elements here to represent the ZX ones. I think they look really solid. Cool to see the ZX armor return. Samurai X, of course, looks great. Love the splash of blue, knowing what we know now about her water powers. The only thing I don't like is the armor piece. She should have just had the normal shoulder pads there. Moving on, you've probably already seen this set. This is the one that was revealed early. The 4 Weapons Blacksmith 15th anniversary, $100, 1,259 pieces, and I believe 6 minifigs. Yes, 6 minifigs. This one, I've seen a mixed reaction as far as price goes. As far as the actual build, it's perfect. It's literally everything we could have ever asked for from a 4 Weapons Blacksmith shop, and I can't believe we finally have one. But yeah, $100, there's a lot of small pieces. This is like an 18 plus Ninjago set. It's very much a display piece. I think 80 would have been the sweet spot, but 100 doesn't feel outrageous. Yeah, that does look pretty small. Back of the box, taking a look at the minifigs, here we go. Wu, as we saw earlier, brand new Rey and Maya. This is Rey from the Serpentine War, and then the Maya minifig is very similar to the one we saw in Hands of Time. So if you didn't get the Hands of Time sets from 9 years ago at this point, God, that makes me feel old. You can get them here. Rey's expression's a little too animated. The other one is him like really, really angry. Would have liked a more neutral facial expression. Rey feels like a very calm character to me in the show, so these are a little too animated. Maya's great. Reusing the city face print, but it suits her, so it's not a huge deal. Nia in her pilot suit. Interested to see if this is the Nia we'll get in the Old Town, or if we're going to get the Samurai X version of her. Kai finally in his exclusive blacksmith robes. Perfectly accurate. Great to see after all this time. And then we have the original Elemental Master of Earth, Cole's great-grandfather, another one of the exclusive 15th anniversary minifigs. Really a big fan of those. Then, the March set we will be getting is the Lloyd's Titan Mech 15th anniversary. 1,293 pieces, $130. And this set, I have a lot to say about. This is a very interesting set to me. If you know me at all, you know I'm probably the biggest Season 11 glazer around. It's my favorite Ninjago season. I have a big poster of it up on the wall. The original Titan mech is still one of my favorite Ninjago mechs to this day. I don't know if it needed a remake, but looking at this, they did improve on it in a lot of ways. It has knee joints, more posable feet, it has a giant shield, which looks great. Better looking sword here. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. It's a really great reimagining. We finally get Grimfax. I never thought we'd see him as a minifig, so that feels like a dream come true. You get a repeat of the Lloyd ZX, and then you do get the exclusive original Elemental Master of Ice there for the 15th anniversary of Ninjago. So those are all the positives I have to say. Let's go into what I'm confused about here. Who is this set for? Season 11 is not popular. Season 11 is 7 years old at the time of this set releasing, which is crazy. It still feels relatively new to me. But who is this for? The original Titan mech is still a great set. Still really holds up. I mean, they improved on it, of course, but there's so many other legacy sets they could have chosen. So many older builds that could have been improved upon. I mean, we got one Season 5 set for Legacy, and then they didn't touch Season 6 through Season 10 and jumped immediately to Season 11. Again, not complaining because I love Season 11, but man, some Legacy Hands of Time, Legacy Skybound, I mean, the possibilities. I mean, a legacy city of sticks. So much they could have done. Instead, they're jumping to season 11. A lot of people are upset about that. I'm just kind of confused more than anything. I will be getting this set. I absolutely adore it. I do want to get one complaint out of the way. This should have had Akita, man. That would have been so nice for the fans. The original Akita minifig from 2019 is worth, I want to say 150, 200 bucks right now. So to get her in a cheaper set, like they did with Rei and Maya in the Blacksmith shop for fans who didn't have the chance to get them before, would have really felt like a gift to the fans. Or Kataru would have been really cool. We never got him. He was a big piece of season 11. Honestly, bigger than Grimfax, but no complaints here, honestly. Just saying what could have been and thoughts on pieces of the set that I'm confused on. Those are just my thoughts on that. Grimfax is a dream come true, original Master of Ice. This is a great set, just not really sure who it's for. And then finally, we don't have official set pictures for the Old Town set yet. This is releasing January 1st. The original rumor was March, but nope, January 1st. Get ready to have your wallet absolutely obliterated with all of the other sets coming out too. If that wasn't enough, this is a 4,851 piece set for $310. Good Lord, man. My poor wallet. I'm very excited to see what this looks like. However, I'm honestly more excited for the minifig selection. We have all of them listed here. This is an insanely stacked lineup. Young Wu and Young Garmadon for the first time ever. Very interested to see what they do with those. And what's funny to me is we also get a Garmadon and a Wu, so they're going to have two versions of themselves in the same set. The first Spinjitzu Master, finally. There have not been any leaked images, but I'm hoping it's all new pieces. We finally get Faith, which feels like a dream come true. We finally get a proper Mistake. Mistake has leaked. She has an accurate face print this time. It's not the terrible one we got from the Ninjago City docks in 2018. We get Crux and Necronics. There's upsides and downsides to this. Seeing the Time Twins return in any capacity makes me very, very happy. These are the younger versions of them, so we're not going to get them with legacy versions of their capes and hoods, which is unfortunate, but still really, really cool to be getting Crux and Necronics in Modern Ninjago. Dr. Saunders is great to see, and the big one, Dr. Julian, Zane's dad. Finally, absolute cinema. I'm so excited. And then we're getting Harumi, which is interesting. I don't really know what Harumi they're going to throw in. If it's the Harumi from the workshops, I don't like that. I like the idea of her being exclusive to that set, but time will tell. And then we are getting the Core 6 Ninja, assuming it'll just be the ones we saw in this set, just put in this set over here, as well as a few other sets. The Postman's return is great to see as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Ninjago wave January 2026, as well as the single March set here. Very, very excited for what we have ahead of us. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. I think the legacy sets carry. The Dragon's Rising wave honestly feels pretty lackluster and disappointing, which is rare to say because Dragon's Rising has been so solid. The Dragon of Life is a great set though, and the cheaper ones are great, but all of the mid-tier sets leave a lot to be desired, both build-wise, price-wise. As far as the minifigs go, I think they're fine. The Dragon versions look really, really solid. However, the base versions of the minifigs here for Jay and all the other ninja, especially with the armor piece exposed, doesn't look that great to me personally. There we go. Just looks a little too bulky. Very interested to see the villains. This very much feels like an in-between season. There's no Roz, and there's no like greater villains. It's just a lot of elemental monsters. Dr. Leroux. No Wildfire, and no Frack. Does feel a little insulting to their characters, I will say. Really disappointed in that. Would have loved to see the new Frack in one of these sets, or at least a better version of him with pupils. But I imagine we'll see them both return in the summer wave with new suits, at least fingers crossed. But yeah, legacy sets carry some good and bad with Dragon's Rising. I'll give this wave a 7 out of 10 overall. Gonna be a very expensive wave to pick up. There's so much here for us to be spending our money on, especially with the Old Town. But yeah, let me know what you rate the wave overall in the comments section below, and stay tuned for the Old Town reveal because I will be covering that on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.